Deep in the Evermist Mountains, where clouds wrapped around silver peaks and no human had ever walked, there lay a secret valley untouched by time. At the heart of this valley, beneath the tangled roots of a silver-barked tree, a forgotten lamp pulsed softly with ancient magic. Inside the lamp, a genie named Zephyr had slept for centuries. Once a ruler of flame and sky, he had defied a powerful sorceress and paid the price. Cursed and imprisoned in a sapphire lamp, he had been hidden far away where no one would find him. One warm summer morning, a fairy named Leora flew through the valley in search of rare star blooms for her queen. She was small and radiant, with wings like dewdrops and a dress made from moss and moonlight. As she dug for a flower at the base of the tree, her fingers brushed against metal. Curious, she cleared away the moss and revealed the glowing lamp. The moment she rubbed the surface, the ground trembled. A cyclone of turquoise smoke erupted, and from it emerged Zephyr, towering and storm-wreathed, with golden eyes and flowing robes that shimmered like a desert storm. "Who summoned Zephyr, scourge of 10 kingdoms," he bellowed. Leora yelped and dropped the lamp. "I didn't mean to. I was just picking flowers." Zephyr blinked. He had expected a mighty sorcerer or greedy king, not a tiny fairy with flower petals in her hair. "You are no master," he said. "Nope. Definitely not," she replied, hovering backward cautiously. But the ancient magic had already made its choice. Intent didn't matter. By touching and awakening the lamp, Leora had unknowingly bound the genie to her. Neither of them was thrilled. They traveled to the Summer Queen, ruler of the fair folk, to seek a solution. "The bond is sealed," the queen said calmly. "You are linked until the fairy releases him of her own will." "I don't want a genie," Leora protested. "And I do not serve anyone," Zephyr growled. "Then learn to coexist," the queen said, amused. At first, they did anything but. Zephyr filled her garden with sandstorms and fire lions. Leora made him weed flower beds and attend fairy tea parties. He was arrogant and wild. She was bossy and stubborn. But slowly, things began to shift. Zephyr started asking before casting spells. He used his magic to paint glowing sunsets across the sky, just to make her laugh. He made tiny glass animals that danced in the moonlight. In return, Leora listened to his stories of lost kingdoms and old betrayals, and never once looked at him with fear. They became something more than master and genie. They became friends. Then, one afternoon, the sky darkened. A wind colder than winter swept through the valley. "She's coming," Zephyr said quietly. "Who?" Leora asked. "The sorceress queen. She's found me." From the clouds descended a chariot of glass pulled by obsidian dragons. The sorceress queen stepped out, draped in shadows, her eyes burning like dead stars. "I see the lamp has awakened," she said. "He's not yours anymore," Leora said, floating defiantly in front of Zephyr. "He never stopped being mine," the queen replied. Zephyr stepped forward, power crackling in the air around him. "I will never serve you again." Magic exploded. The sky lit up with fire, wind, and lightning. Leora summoned roots and starlight, while Zephyr conjured shields and storms. The queen hurled dark spells, speaking ancient words meant to draw him back into the lamp. He screamed as the binding spell pulled at him. But just as it was about to trap him once more, Leora flew between them and took the spell herself. The blast knocked the sorceress queen backward. Her own magic turned against her, and she vanished in a flash of searing light. Leora collapsed. Zephyr caught her in his arms, fear and sorrow etched across his face. "Please," he whispered, "don't leave me." The lamp beside them cracked, golden light pouring out. The bond shattered, not by command, but by love. Leora had protected him not because she had to, but because she chose to. And true choice, freely given, broke the curse. Zephyr placed a hand over her heart, channeling the last of his power to heal her. Her eyes fluttered open. "Did we win?" "We did," he said softly, his voice trembling. From that day forward, Zephyr never left. He made a home beside the fairy garden. No longer a servant or prisoner, he became a guardian of the valley. He shaped the winds, warmed the rivers, and danced with fireflies. Leora teased him often. All this because I was picking flowers. He would smile at her, golden eyes soft. Best mistake of my life. And so, the genie and the fairy lived side by side, free, peaceful, and forever changed. Their story whispered through the leaves of the Evermist Mountains, where magic still lingers and love breaks the oldest spells.